Hey guys, welcome back to the video. This is me from I Like Everything, and today we got the Raspberry Pi 4, and it is the 4GB RAM version, and we have got the official power supply. We've got an adapter for HDMI ports, and the thing is, now there's a slight change. Instead of calling it the Raspberry Pi 3 or Raspberry Pi 4, they call it the Raspberry Pi 4 computer because it has got more power, it is more efficient, and it can do a lot of things now, but still it does not have the full support, so that's totally fine. It will soon get it, and I hope that we can get Windows onto this one. Then as you can see the specs, it has 64-bit quad-core Cortex A72 processor, then there's 4GB of LPDDR4 RAM, which is totally great. It is 2 micro HDMI ports, supports up to 4K 60 FPS, and that is pretty good. There are 2 USB 3 ports and 2 USB 2 ports, that is totally fine. It has a gigabyte internet port like I think they had before, and I think the other specs are similar. Like this is a bit different. I think this is the latest version of Bluetooth. This is 5.0 and that's at a 4.1 or 4.2. This needs more power supply as well, and that is sold separately, as you know, and that is a 3 ampere supply, which is different, and the box seems pretty nicely designed as well. So let's get into this. This is the micro HDMI to normal HDMI, and this is the charger. So let's see how it is. First we'll get into the smaller ones, then into the main one. So here it is, empty, and we get this right here. So this is the original one by Raspberry Pi, and all of this is from Shovel, and not sponsored by the way. And as you can see, the input is the 100 or 240 volts and 0.5 ampere, and the output is 5.1 volts, 3.0 ampere, so 3 ampere. And it's a power adapter, AC adapter, and it's made in which country? Cambodia. I never heard of that, but that's totally fine. We have the Raspberry Pi logo. If I can focus on that, yes, I can. And at the other side, we have USB-C. Okay, and many people are fan of USB-C, but I am totally not a fan of USB-C. If you ask me, I don't want USB-C onto the iPhones. I would prefer USB, or I would prefer Lightning. But I think USB-C provides more features as well, so that's totally fine. And now we have the Raspberry Pi 4 itself. So this is made in the UK, as you might be able to see here. And now let's get into the opening this. So I don't want to destroy this, so I'll bring a good knife. Let's keep the theme up. I've got a red knife, and let's open where they say open here. As you can see, if it focuses in, open here, and let's cut this out. I don't want to damage the box because I like to collect all the boxes, and that was a pretty neat opening. And moment of truth, as you can see, we have the main product. So let's zoom out a bit and let's keep it aside. It feels a bit heavier than the previous version, but I don't know for sure. So they have given some suggestions. So they want to say that there is a lot of heat warnings. So I guess there's something to do. I think I need to get heat sinks as well. I think I have them inside in the studio, but that's totally fine. We'll find that. So that is a safety and user guide, and that is really pretty thick. And I guess I'm not reading that right now, but I'm following things apart or down. First we want to verify with the box itself in the previous video or the next video, and now the manual on it. So here it is. It looks pretty great right now, and as you can see, this is the heat or the Wi-Fi processor, I guess. That is the Broadcom processor, if I guessed it right. Then there is a Raspberry Pi logo right here. USB 3 ports, USB 2 ports, the 2 micro USB or micro HDMI ports, so really sorry for that, and the USB-C port. This is a bit squarey design, but that will work totally fine. And I'm really sorry if I'm saying the word totally fine again and again in this and the Lamington word video, but that's totally fine. I'm really sorry. I don't know why I'm saying that. But let's continue. And here is the SD card port, the Gigabyte Ethernet. Then there are ports over here, the GPIO ports, and audio jack is still there, so it's not like the other phones. And just the thing that this heats up, but this is not the Galaxy Note 7. It doesn't blast, so yeah. If you didn't know, the Galaxy Note 7 is a threat to your life. It can blast anytime. So as you can see, it is made in the UK, and that is pretty great. Actually, I might be a little late to unbox this, but I had placed the order way back. I had booked this, kept it for myself. I told the people at Visha World to keep one for me, but they sold that piece and they had a lot of stock now. Because the 4GB RAM was very rare at launch. It was very difficult to get it. The 1GB RAM was easily available. Sometimes the 2GB RAM also used to come in, but now we have it. So guys, I'll do an in-depth review, and I'm going to use this as my main computer for a week. And I'm going to do a review after that. So thanks for watching guys. I'll see you in the next video.